Hey, crafty people. Good Sunday morning to you. It's Sunday. I don't know what day it is that you're watching, but I created this banner for Monique's digital art on Etsy. She has some incredible stuff. And after I got done creating it, I decided I'm going to give this away. So stay tuned for that. And it will be available to US and it will be available to outside the US. If you're outside the US, you need to be willing to pay shipping on this. If you're inside the US, I will pay the shipping. So let me just go ahead and tell you what I want you to do is I'm going to link Monique's digital art store on Etsy in the description box down below. And I want you to go over there and tell me which two kits that she has are your favorite kits. Two. Okay? So if you do that, I will enter you in the giveaway. And I will leave this open for 1 week. I will go ahead and pack this up in a box so that as soon as I do the drawing, it is ready to go to its new home. So this is her balloon kit, and I knew I wanted to do dimensional, but I also wanted to do, this one's dimensional also, but it's not 3D like these two. So I'm going to do a craft with me. It'll be after this video. I just wanted to show you the finished projects and show you that these are recycled, repurposed memory hardware packaging. So plan to hang this on a wall because I didn't cover the back of it up. But you'll see in my video how I created these extremely dimensional hot air balloons, and how I chose to decorate them, and the clouds. And I did 3 layers of the cup to give it more dimension. And then how I decided to alter this balloon. These smaller ones, I printed them out in 5x7s. I think I printed out 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Yes. So I printed out 10 5x7s to make each one of these. And then I printed out 2 in 8x10 to create this one. And I did dimensional on the cup here. So anyway, very short video on the project share. You know, I added laces and trims. And yeah, I'm interested for you to go to Monique's store and let me know which are your 2 favorite kits that she has. If you've purchased from her, tell me that you purchased from her. And I will give you, once I check with Monique, I will give you an extra entry for that. So if you love this, and I think it's absolutely gorgeous. I love these colors. You know, I'm not a peachy pink girl, but when you mix it with these lavenders, I just love it. I do. I just love it. And I love that there's teacups at the bottom. I'm calling them teacups. They could be coffee cups, but I don't know. I'm a tea girl, so there you go. All right, thanks for watching. If you like, stay tuned for the Craft With Me tutorial at the end. And I'll look forward to your comments. Today is September the 16th. And I will end this Saturday the 22nd at midnight. So I'll do my drawing next Sunday. First thing, like now, because it's like 10 minutes till 8 and I've already walked the dog and done the laundry and cleaned the kitchen. So hope you're excited about the giveaway, and we'll see you soon. Thanks for watching. Head over to Monique's. You won't be sorry. Hey crafty peeps, I don't know if this is going to work or not, but I thought I would share this video with you. I'm going to create some stuff. I'm not sure yet. I have these Frank Garcia resin frame heavyweight, whatever, cardstock, or not cardstock, but like a chipboard. And I've been saving them for a long time, and I thought I'd use them to make tags, but I also thought maybe I would turn these tags into a banner, like that. I don't know. We'll see. But I covered one of them, and not to worry, there's a little bit of black showing. I'll just hit that with just a little bit of paint, or I'll cover it up with lace or something. But let me show you what I want to do. So I've got this balloon cut out. I think if I turn it into a banner like that. I cut another balloon out, and I fussy cut that and this and the teacup. And then I went ahead and made this, and I'll put more paper over here, but I was kind of thinking, yeah, I'm thinking this does need to be a banner. So I want to show you how to make this, and I'm going to show you, because I'm not going to leave it like this. I'm actually going to take flowers and I'm going to cluster them on top. So let's move all that aside. And what I did, let me see how many of these I got. I think there's 10. So I printed these out in 5x7. So I cut one of them out where I cut the whole thing, including the teacup. Okay. So that is our base down here. And these are going to be the honeycomb right here. And I did put fun foam on the back. I put 2 layers of fun foam here to just give it a little more dimension. And then I layered, making the teacup also dimensional. All right. So I have my base one here. And I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And here is my last one. And this is what I did, is I put it, you can put it at any marks. There's a line right there. So I just put it at the number 3. I'm folding that, and you can take your, where is it? Your bone folder, score that, and we're done with that. So now we're going to take all of our pieces and we're going to glue them back to back to create that. So if you want to look at that while I glue all these together. And it doesn't have to be perfection when gluing. What you want to do is match up your straight line there. And that's how you keep it perfect. Don't worry that these don't match up, because they're not going to. but they still come out super, super pretty, even though they don't match up. You don't really notice that they don't match up when it's sitting like that. So don't worry about that part. And if I haven't mentioned it already, and I'm sure I have because I already showed the finished product, this is a creation with Monique's Digital Art on Etsy, and I'm just having a ton of fun creating with this collection. I have my next collection I'm going to use is, she has 2 Halloween kits. Well, not really kits. They're paper, one's a paper collection and the other one's the clip art that matches it. And that's what I'm going to be doing next. But these are printables, and once you purchase from her, you can use it a million times. Technically, you could use it more than a million times, but what I'm saying is it's stored, it's in your computer. You can print it anytime that you want to use it. So you own it to repeatedly use it over and over. So she has lots and lots of stuff, different choices. There's a lot of woodland animals. There's boho stuff. There's girly stuff. Like I said, there's Halloween, and she's got some Christmas unicorns that I'm just going to have to create with. Okay, so we folded all of these, and as you can see, they line up really well. And then when you open it up, there might be some glue that squeezes out that you want to make sure that all your pieces are separated out. And that's how it comes out. So if I wanted to cut out twice as many as that, you could have it more honeycombed than that. You know, it just depends how many you want. But this worked out perfectly for my these are just like really cheapo beads. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to take my first layer and I'm going to find a particular place, and this particular flower right here is where I started on my other one, and I put a drop of hot glue, and I want to put my bead with the whole part down. And that's just so that it doesn't show, the hole doesn't show when it's facing out. You know, you just don't want that. So then you find that same flower and you just keep going. And then you can put your glue right on top of that one. It gets a little bit more difficult as you go along. But it's important with whatever your size of your bead is, because like if you have smaller beads, you may want to put them further in. If you have larger beads, you want to put them a little further out. Oh, look, these two are stuck together. Hopefully you understand what I'm saying. Because the goal is that you want it to end up flat like this. Because if it's not, it doesn't work out at all. Sorry if I'm not on camera. Now I understand how people do that. I'll be watching a bit. See, I forgot to do this one. There we go. It was so funny just a minute ago. Oh, that's a vlog thing for me to talk about. I shouldn't talk about that on this kind of video. Definitely a vlog thing. And if you guys don't know, I do have a vlog. I vlog a couple times a week, every single week, without fail. Okay, so we're almost done. And you just have to hold it on there for like 5 to 10 seconds for it to set. And we got one more. And there you go. So we got a whole lot of glue strings here. I'll pull off the big ones and then I'll hit that with the heat gun. But now what I'm going to do, because I have my handy dandy full-size balloon, is I want to cover this with double-sided, or not double-sided, with this, what is this? Fun foam. And you're probably like, ah, you're covering up a pretty balloon. It's like, yes, 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 I am. Okay. So I do this because it saves a lot on double-sided sticky tape, and that stuff is expensive. So I don't like to have that expensive stuff. So part of my what I cut out is this whole part down here. I cut out the bows, but not the danglies. Okay, and I probably need one little piece right there. There we go. Did I do 2 layers? I did 2 layers on that one. So I gotta do another layer. I'm not gonna do this one quite as heavy duty, because part of what we put this on for is also stabilization, if that makes any sense, to make it firmed up. Need another glue stick. Okay. I'll only put one more piece right here. And since we got this little piece, we'll do it. All right. Now, usually what I like to do, honey just walked in. Bye, honey. Okay, so usually what I like to do is at this part, I like to use my fabric tack, and I'll tell you why. Because with the fabric tack, you get a little bit more wiggle room to place this on and get it exactly where you want it. So, you know, you can slide it around and it's not a problem. Okay, now you've got those two. Now we do have some layered, the teacup at the bottom is layered, and I probably should have had this already cut out, but I'm going to cut it out really fast. I'm just going to leave the cup handle with the paper inside. It's not that big a deal. And I'm going to cut a piece of fun foam. To go like that. I've got this little leftover piece here. And I'm going to glue that right on top. And then I'm going to cut another one. And these are the leftovers from the balloon cutouts, guys. So what I'm going to do with, oh, let me cut it smaller. What I'm going to do with this one, I'll show you, is in order to make it look more dimensional, is I'm going to cut it across the front like that. The little scraps I had. And then I'm going to glue that on top of that. And then we have 3 layers, and it makes that cup look a little bit more dimensional. All right, so now we have matching balloons. All right. That didn't take long. And then we've got this balloon. And like I said, what I did was I printed, in order to do this one, I printed 2 balloons 8 by 10. Okay. And the first balloon, I fussy cut the whole balloon, including the teacup. And then in the second balloon, I fussy cut out all the flowers. And we'll put the fabric tack on here. So we got our wiggle room. I like to be a little bit sparing with the fabric tack because it's expensive. So I'm going to take my teacup and I'm going to, so I ran it across there. I'm going to go ahead and put the teacup on first. Sorry about the barking. And then I'm going to put the flowers on there. And now you can hear the water going outside. And I'm not worried about glue strings and stuff like that. I will hit that with the heat gun. I didn't want to print a whole nother balloon in order to get this layer of the teacup, so I'm just doing 2 layers on this one. So, and you know what, guys? I think I was thinking about putting something along here. So before you put this on, if you wanted to put some lace or trim or something like that, I might just do that. So I'm going to take that off and waste all the glue I just put on there. And when I figure out what I'm going to do, I'll be back. Let's see if this is going to work. So I'm going to put my fabric tack there. And I'm going to put, I picked out this trim. Let's see if I can curve it. All right. Yeah, I really wanted this to look pretty shabby chic, so I'm glad I thought about this before I got too far. And if you didn't have enough of this particular trim and you wanted to cut it here and save these 2 little pieces, because we're going to cover that up with flowers. And do you have a couple more pieces there? I hope I have enough. I might have to cut this apart. Let's do this. Cut that one to there. And we have this piece. Oh, that piece is folded. And what you could do if you wanted to, and who knows what I'm going to end up doing in the end, is you could cut all this part, this white part with the strings, and I might just do that. And you could put your own string or your own lace or your own pearls. Instead of using the paper. And my fabric tack, it's the kind of glue that's going to ooze out, and that's the only bummer about this glue, is it just keeps oozing out the top. Okay, that worked out really nicely. All right, so now, because I have this fabric here at the bottom, I'm probably going to have to use hot glue with this, and I'm going to have to be really quick, and I'm going to have to position it properly the first time. There we go. And then we'll put our flowers, and once again, because we're going over the top of that lace, I mean, we could use the fabric tack. I mean, you could use the fabric tack, but I'm going to use, see how much nicer that looks? Oh, I'm so glad we did that. See how much harder it is? You got the hot glue, you got to really, okay. There we go. And I think it looks fabulous. You could put some dimensional bows here. Like, I don't think I have any that color, but like that. I might actually leave those. And then I'm going to get all the flowers that match this, and that's what we're going to use. Oh, I have, oops. I have this as well. And I saw this in my stash and I was like, Now I've already glued this down, guys. And I meant to position this and see how it looked before I glued it down. I wonder if I could do it like that and then layer my flowers on top. Okay, well, I guess we'll see when I get home from work. I'll be back later. Bye. It's Saturday morning now, and I got a little bit carried away and added the flowers without you. I did decide I wanted to hang some stuff right here. You know what? I should probably put some flowers right across the top here. Let's do that, because where our lace meets the top, it does not look that pretty. So let's get some flowers going. I am very fortunate to have a huge array of flowers in my stash. Let's see. Unfortunately, I don't have, it doesn't look like I have any more of those. So I'm probably going to have to go with these, which will work just fine. They're in the same color palette. Yeah, that looks good. These are a little bit more matchy, but what we'll do is we'll add some of these in after. Okay. I usually don't do that where I just put all the glue across, but I did. Okay, so there's our top flower cluster, and we'll add a few of these in to be closer to our color palette. I'm sorry about my robe, but it's cold in the house this morning. I'll just put these right in between. And I only have one more, so we'll just do that. And So kind of what I wanted to do was this. And add those right. I think I'm gonna do the ones here first. And that tucks underneath that ribbon bow piece. I don't want them to hang in front of these danglies. I want them to hang inside this area. Okay. All right, so I guess that is our large hot air balloon. Sorry I didn't let you watch me do my flower cluster, but it's pretty easy. It's just a straight line cluster. Yeah, I don't even think I'm going to add any leaves or anything to it. I did add this lace right across the bottom. All right, now I got to figure out what to do from here. These balloons here. I kind of laid out a little flower cluster right there, but I also want to use these pearls. So I'm going to take them and I'm going to glue them in between this lower layer. I'm just going to put some hot glue in there and take these pearls and just let that set real quick. And then our flower cluster is going to go here. So I'm going to cut that and I'm going to glue the pearl right there. And then I'm going to take another set of pearls. And the reason why I'm cutting them is because they hang better than if I just left them connected. They're not going to hang as well. And I'm going to take another and I'm going to cut them about right there. And I'm going to also glue them underneath those flowers. So, let's see. There we go. So it's going to hang shorter here, longer there. And I got glue strings everywhere. Okay, so going to glue the bigger flower right here, right on that pearl. And then, oh, how do I have this? So let's see, how did we have this? All right, so I'm going to glue this one here and this one here. And there's not a lot to glue it to because, you know, you can see. So you really want to hold that, let it. And then I'm going to take this one, which is a little bit, yeah, it's a little bit darker shade of pink. And I'm going to glue it right there. And then I think I'll put this one there. All right, so I almost feel like I need one underneath there. Yeah, I do. Okay. So there's our flower cluster on, oh, that one. And then again, it feels like I need something on this side. So I'm gonna, and I'm concerned because I'm working with a limited number of flowers because I don't have a lot of these peachy pink flowers. There we go. And I don't have a lot of this purple shade here either. So let's do this one, and let's see, we'll put this one on the outside. So on this one, we need our flower cluster on this side. So let me take my pearls. Give that a second to set. Take a drink of my tea. Okay. Now this, I need to go up a little bit. Okay, that's close. And another bit of glue, and I'll put this strand of beads and glue it under here. And yes, I do think this project will be a banner. I had talked earlier about not being sure if this was just going to be tags, 3 different tags, or if this was going to be a banner. But I think it's going to be a banner. Okay, so we used this color. So we'll stick that in first. And then we'll start an array of flowers. And to me, the flower arrangement doesn't have to match perfectly with this one. Tons of glue strings, people. Gotta love the hot glue, gotta hate the glue strings. Okay, so all I have of these two left. And, you know, if I had more of these, I guess I could do another cluster, but I think that's good enough. So we're going to take our heat gun. Oh my gosh. My guys, they're always borrowing my heat gun, and then they bring it back and don't plug it in. It's like, why? Oh. So, yeah, your heat gun will just melt these glue strings. I have kind of a big glob in there. But you don't want to leave it too long because it'll melt those pearls. Found another one. Okay. So now we have our 3 balloons for our banner. And that's kind of how they're going to go. This one's going to be lower, and these 2 are going to be higher. And I have one of my tags, and I did put some lace on the bottom of this one. So that's how that one's gonna go. And I honestly kind of like these without tags on them, but you know, I've got these 2 tags, and maybe I cut these 2 tags shorter, or I can fishtail these. I don't know yet. I'm going to give that some thought, but that is surely going to be a pretty banner. All right, guys, I'll be back when I figure out what I'm going to do next. Segment. I did decide to cut these 2 down smaller than this one, and probably have them set about that far apart. So that's where this one will go. Actually, I think we'll kind of turn these a little bit like that. So what I did was I cut out some clouds from the collection Monique's Digital Art, and I'm not 100% sure what I'm gonna do. Let's kind of play around with this a little bit. Maybe I'll layer those like that. And then we're going to have our other two. Okay, let's see. We're going to have this one like that. Maybe I should pull this down a little bit more. Yeah, let's do that. And I'm going to use my Fun Foam again. And I'm going to first layer this balloon, this cloud. I think I'll put 2 layers of Fun Foam on that one. So 2 layers of Fun Foam there. And I'm going to put it right there. And then I'm going to use this one and layer that one. Like that. Most of these ones that I have are like two clouds. I could probably separate these out. Let's do that. I just don't know if I want to cover up too much of the balloon. Maybe we do one down there. Well, let's do that. All right. So we're going to need a double layer of the Fun Foam for that one. So we'll just screw that on like that. And we'll glue that on right there. Yeah, I like that. It really gives it the dimension, like it's actually flying, I think. So, let's see. I'm going to put some pearls across here. I think we should put some pearls across here. I'm not going to use hot glue because it'll take me too long to get the hot glue on here in order to be able to position it. So I'm going with the fabric tack, which I've shown you guys before. And the fabric tack holds really good, so I'm not worried about that at all. Okay. I want my teacup to come down like that. Okay. So we're going to leave this here so we can see where we're going to do our cloud placements for our other ones. Okay, so we want our cups to come down onto there. So we probably need to go ahead and figure out our pearls. Alrighty. All right. So we've got those. And we could do like that. So let's do that. I like it. I like it. And this needs to lay down flatter. Alrighty. Hopefully I'm on camera. Alright, so we can go ahead and glue this one down. And any glue strings you can plan to get with your heat gun. And if you don't have one, then you'll just have to sit there and pick at them. Okay. Alright, so there's that one. Once again, let's get our pearls on here. So we got these little I've got one extra one. Let's get those tucked in there and this tucked in here. And now we can glue down our balloon. Oh, we've got this one extra one. Should we layer it? What do you think? I think we should. Oh, dang it. I put that on the wrong side. There we go. All right. I did most of that off camera, I imagine. So the next thing I'm going to do is figure out what I'm going to use as my backing, and really that's it. Then we're good to go. So I hope you enjoyed it, and it wasn't too terribly long, although it was really long. So anyway, this was my first seriously long craft with me. See you guys later. Bye.